everybody, welcome to a new episode on our podcast Land Down Under. I'm Jo.
I'm Ale.
And today we are talking about coming to Australia as a couple, and we have two amazing guests today with us, Ivan and Roberta. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Roberta, 100% Italian, 33 years old, in Australia for 8 years.
I would say 10, but yeah, 8 years.
Just round it up.
And I'm Ivan, as you probably understood already. And yeah, I'm the husband here, bald guy, Italian, 32. So you can a little bit of
Italian.
I need picture already.
Nice, yeah, it's true. Because it's only audio, so it's good to have the image. Okay.
Well, welcome, and thank you for being here today, taking some time off on your day off, is it? Monday?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
You both work in hospitality.
We do,
Yeah.
yes. That's pretty much all we've been doing our
Even-
whole life.
Even
Yeah.
back in Italy?
Yeah, even
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in Italy. That's actually how we met. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I forgot about
But working
Divorced
at the
now.
same place, or?
Yes. Yeah. We met in a restaurant. Yeah. Sorry.
it.
So, we met in a restaurant. I used to go there for dinner.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I had noticed this cute guy.
I had hair back in the time,
Yeah,
just so you know.
Let's be precise. I was into a guy with hair, but that's all right. He was also very young.
What do you mean? I'm not old now.
Well, it was half of your... it was
fair.
only 13 years ago.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
Anyway, no, it was nice. Like, I used to go there for dinner because it was like a nice pizza place.
So you were a customer?
Yeah, I was a customer.
Okay.
Yeah,
I used to
at
work
the-
there, she
at
was
the
customer, yeah.
beginning.
At the beginning.
I used to be a customer and he was working there. And then...
And then she couldn't resist me and she applied for the job. No, it wasn't like that. Okay.
you weren't even there when I applied for the
Ah,
job.
okay. Yeah, that's
remember?
right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you applied in his restaurant?
She applied in the restaurant that I was working for, but in the meantime, I already left. So she
I
applied.
left.
She
So
started
I
to
hadn't
work.
seen him- I hadn't seen him for months, so I kept going for dinner.
Yeah.
But he wasn't there anymore. So it's not like I went there to work there because he was there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
only went there because I wanted to work there. And then the day, on my first day, I just found him there. So I was
Okay.
like, oh, okay.
She never left, of course.
Yeah, sure. And I never left, of course.
No, I'm joking.
Fell
I'm
in
actually
love
come back.
desperately.
I'm actually come back for one day, and then I saw her. I met her, and I just stuck
I
there.
want my
like-
job back.
And to be precise, he made the first move.
Of course I did. I'm Italian.
I was going to say.
What do you expect?
Yeah. I'm like, I would
We
have
knew that
never.
already.
I would have never. He actually thought I was.
Yeah. Pretty shy, so yeah.
All you were? It was how long ago?
How long ago?
How long ago?
How long ago? 13 years.
13 years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've
Kids.
been together for 13 years. Yeah,
It's amazing.
and that's how we met. And that was our first job together. And after that, pretty much all we did in Italy was together.
Yeah,
Like in
most of the
Sicily.
most of the jobs. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
so
worked
That's
together.
amazing.
And you
'Cause it's-
always follow together for the job?
Yeah,
she's
she was following me,
One follows
but
the other
yeah.
more, yeah.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I mean, that's the reality. I've been changing job quite a while because I like changes. So every time I adapt, and then she will follow me
Oh,
every now and
nice.
then. Like, Italy was kind of more casual jobs, like doing like
Yeah.
just weekends and stuff like that, in order to get some money in your pocket and then try really to understand what you want to do in the future.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the main thing
Yeah.
in Italy.
I guess with the hospitality works, it's easy as well to change and follow.
Yeah.
The couple can follow the.
More
yeah,
flexible,
yeah.
like in Australia. Like you
Yeah.
find
Yeah,
easy
yeah.
job in hospital than other fields, essentially. Yeah.
Makes sense.
So how did you first get here? Was it someone's idea? Did you decide that together, or did you?
So we always had the idea to leave Sicily because we couldn't see any future. But honestly, Australia was probably like a dream because it's so far away that you don't really think that can come true. Even made the very first move because the place we were working at, the chef had this friend of his in Australia. And when Ivan found out, he just decided to...
Just have a chat. That's get in touch with him because we always said that not dream kind of that was the project to leave Sicily, as Robbie said, because we wanted to, I guess, of course, trying to build it up a future, but at the same time have a better present and make experiences essentially. And we knew back in the days that if you don't travel, you don't grow, you don't make experiences, and you can't build your future in a place like Sicily that unfortunately is not really, is lacking opportunities. And yeah, it's not really good for young people to be there. So we took the chance to have this chef that, as Robbie said, had a friend in here. It was in Melbourne back in the days. So we got in touch with him. We didn't know specifically and directly this guy, but we had the connection. So we just got in touch with him, and yeah, I guess we jump in. Like, no English, no money.
Well, no English.
Yeah.
No English. Well, I had the very basic English. Even was like zero.
Yeah.
So at first it was relying a lot on me. Yeah, just
really
even
tough.
for the very basic conversation. And then he sounds like an Aussie now,
Yeah.
and I don't, and I get mad too.
It's true. Did you
Everyone's
take
like-
any lessons, or did you just learn on the spot? By
But
talking.
the beginning was of the learning in Australia. I mean, the first 9 months that we did, because we then came back to Italy. We might want to talk about that later, but the first 9 months, there were really little English learned from me because it was all in an Italian place. And essentially, I work in the kitchen as a dishwasher
Yeah.
because I couldn't work on the floor. I didn't have any English at all. And I didn't learn a lot. Then when we came back, I forced myself to learn through a chef that was working there. She was Australian. And I was always talking to her all the time. She was a chatty lady, so beautiful. And I really learned a lot from her. And I did also some study to get the IELTS done. That's all.
Okay.
But yeah.
But on your own. It's
On
not
my
like-
own. Yeah, on my own. Yeah.
Like on your own time, you mean?
Yeah,
what
I
do you
did. I did self-study to get IELTS done on my own, essentially.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
That's pretty
But it was more specific to get through the test, the IELTS test, than general English. It's
Yeah.
bit different. The learning English is really different to prepare yourself for a test. You probably know that.
She
I know.
She had to do it a few months ago, so
Yeah.
she was
It was
studying all the
horrible.
time.
Yeah, it was horrible.
IELTS.
Yeah, but
IELTS.
I'm not. Yeah, IELTS as well. I'm not the study girl. I'm a little bit hyperactive, so stay too long time, sit down, and
Same.
have to learn.
Oh
and
my God.
my brain was in fire.
It gets even more tired.
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
definitely.
brain.
Yeah.
It's
It's exhausting.
it is exhausting more than an actual physical job. I always say it.
Yeah.
It depends how you learn. It's your body is made to learn things in different way. Maybe
Yeah.
you're learning by listening rather than by sitting down
Yeah, me, I
and
have
reading.
to write. I just write
So
the
that is
sentence
exhausting.
again. Yeah.
That can be
Yeah.
exhausting.
What was your first impression when you first got here? Did you already feel like you were going to stay for a long time, or was it
Yeah.
more...
So because you say that you jump in the occasion, so your mind it was try to living in Australia
I
more
mean,
than just to
Or
have.
was it just getting out of Sicily for a
you never know. Like we saw that as a big move, like a really big things to do because we
Yeah.
were young. We came from a really tough situation in Sicily. We didn't have money in terms of family, like no big support from our families. Our families are pretty humble families. So we saw that as an opportunity to build up, but at the same time, you really don't know. Like you jump in, you see how you go.
will see.
You want to try to be light, but we didn't be really light in our age. We probably could be more light and getting like the guys they do now, like the new generation. They just come here, they have an experience, then they travel, they see what they want to do. We saw that as an opportunity to
To stay.
get foundations
Settle,
in.
yeah.
So pretty much from the
From
beginning.
the intent was there, but then after a few months, that was really tough. We changed our mind, and Robbie can probably tell you something about that.
Yeah, of course. Like after the first couple of months, we thought we had to leave. Maybe after the first couple of months, because we just had a little bit of trouble with the people at work,
Okay.
and we didn't have enough money to deal with this type of situation, and not having a good level of English couldn't lead us anywhere else. So
And also, if I can interrupt you, and it's important to say, we were so far away from the city. So we were not in Melbourne. We landed in Mornington Peninsula. I mean, we landed in Melbourne and then we started to work in Mornington Peninsula,
Oh,
which is
gotcha.
80
Okay.
kilometers far away from the city. It's kind of countryside place.
Yeah.
So you don't have a lot of connection in there. If you don't have a car, you can't do anything because the public transport are not really reliable. And yeah, that's another thing
That
to
also
add.
makes
you know?
sense.
Yeah. But to answer your question, the very first impression was really good.
Really
like
good,
if we had to compare straight away the way we felt between people, and even even at work, everything looked so amazing when we first arrived. Even though obviously we had our issues because of the language and everything, but everyone was so nice. Maybe because we weren't in a big city, so.
You mean the community was
Yeah,
nice?
the community was great. The people were great. They were so patient with us, even at work. So I think we had very nice feelings when we first.
Yeah, we only had
arrived.
the problems the first 10 days to adapt ourselves, of course. Some problems, some employees that were there, they made our life a little bit harder, but then we overcome that, even with the owner, and it was so good. Like the owners were Sicilians, so they made us feel
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're still friends.
and we're still friends.
That's
Oh,
so
amazing.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So where did you first work? What was it? An Italian restaurant?
Yes, it was an Italian restaurant in Balneri called Ciao Bella. They sold the business this year, so it
Yeah,
was
just
a
a few months ago.
a few months ago. So it was very
Ended
very
like
sad,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it was sad for us.
Emotional.
Yeah.
but nice.
That's a nice area, I think, Mornington Peninsula as well.
Yeah.
No? Like a lot of people go
It
there
is.
for like
For
retreats
holiday,
and everything.
yeah,
Yeah,
rich
holidays.
people,
Wines as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, it's wine
So
region.
true,
Yeah.
yeah, wines, yeah.
Yeah, but the weather didn't.
The weather is Melbourne weather, so you know. No offense for the Melbourneian listeners, but yeah, it's a bit
We
of a
just
crazy.
talked about this last week.
I like it. Well, look at the weather it was here yesterday in Brisbane.
Oh, it was true.
Honestly.
Yeah, I mean Brisbane is crazy as well, but at least
Yeah, but just over
it's
the
hot.
summer. Come
yeah,
on.
summer. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean it's
Come on, you
but,
guys.
but the rest of the year is beautiful. Melbourne is.
Winter is the best. Yeah, winter is good here.
Yeah, no, Melbourne. We honestly we lived there for like 4 years, and
Yeah.
we saw everything.
when you come from
Everything.
Sicily and you have
Yeah.
that kind of climate, you know what I mean? It's not easy to adapt. Like you really have high standard in terms of weather. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but
you want the warm weather, right?
Peter, but if you wake up in the morning and it's like 40 degrees because it happened, and then 3 hours later it goes down to 18 degrees and rains because it happened so many times
I know.
while we were living there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And you put all your jacket and your things away. You can honestly, it's just annoying. You cannot. No, I cannot.
no.
I cannot.
Apart from that, Melbourne is a beautiful city. Just
Yeah.
mention that.
It is a very
Yeah,
nice
It is.
city.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's true.
So is that why you moved out of Melbourne after 4 years? Yeah.
Absolutely. That was
Weather.
the
Yeah,
main.
the only region, the only reason. So
And
Yeah.
you came straight to Brisbane?
We did, yeah. Even though the first time we been to Brisbane on holiday, Ivan hated it. He ruined my day. Like the moment.
I mean, I was in a bad mood that day. I don't even know why. You know, when you have
I
bad days,
loved it. I loved it, but it was like such
I
in a
didn't
bad
like
mood,
it.
and he was like,
Yeah.
"I hate this place. I don't like it." But then he was the one who.
then I did all my research because I'm
Research,
really
yeah.
rational sometimes. I did all the calculation about the ratio for the house that you can buy plus the weather plus you say this is the city. Let's go.
I don't care if I hate it.
Let's go.
This is where we're going.
You will force yourself to like,
Yeah.
to like it.
You can go into. I didn't like it at first when I first moved here.
Yeah,
the first
really?
few
true.
months, no.
Yeah.
I
I
was
think
just like,
everybody,
well,
you
yeah.
have to learn Brisbane to like.
That's
Brisbane.
right.
Yeah.
And then you just, it has so many benefits and like perks to living here that you just, it grows on you. I
So
think.
you discovered all the nice
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
things
Little
with
things.
the time.
And the people are good in Brisbane.
Yeah, it's good. And
We-
everything, like we were saying, it's human distance as well. So you don't spend an hour, like too
It's-
much time in
Yeah,
traffic
so
or anything
true.
to go to one place.
So true.
So yeah,
You
that's
can
pretty
walk.
convenient.
I know it's big, but
It's
you can
still
still
You can
walk.
still
really
walk
big.
heaps
Yeah.
easily. Yeah.
Even because we live in Chermside.
Yeah, we live
Okay.
a bit far away.
Okay, it's 9 kilometers away or whatever from
From
the
CBD,
CBD.
yeah.
But still, if you want to walk, it's an hour and 45.
Yeah.
You can walk.
On 40 degrees, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Summer.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Maybe in winter time.
Yeah,
Maybe
winter time's
is
better. No, but see, you're right though. It's only like it's less than 2 hours. So if you want to do a little workout,
Yeah, a little workout, and you just do it. You just make it happen. No, we love it. Now we love it.
Yeah, yeah. As I said, people made a big difference. Like we found a big communities, Italian communities, not only Italian communities, European. Honestly, it's very good place to be. For now.
yeah, there's actually a huge Italian community here, which I never imagined there would be. And every
Yeah.
time,
There
you
is
meet so many Italian people.
You meet Italians everywhere.
there
literally
are different
everywhere.
Italian communities, I believe. Like there are so many. I know so many Italians. Robin knows so many Italians, of course, because we've been here for 5 years. But there are like little groups that's so many people, so many
Yeah.
Italians around. Yeah,
Yeah, and heaps in hospitality.
Yeah.
a lot.
Is
Yeah.
that very common back in Italy, or is it a pick
Is it?
industry that a lot of people
In
work
a
in.
way, it is like when you really don't know what to do when you are in your 20s. Let's put it that way. When you are
Yeah.
actually, high school guy, and you don't know what to do. You don't want to go to the university. You don't have sometimes the money to afford that. You jump in OSPO. Especially, I study OSPO in Italy.
Oh, you did study it as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have a guide unless you have your mom and dad that really follows you up a lot in terms of taking responsible decisions. When you are 15, 16, you don't really know what to do.
Yeah.
And you want to go practical and say, look, this is make me have a job. I want money. I get a job and go practical. That's, I think, one of the reasons why so many Italians find themselves there as well. And then I guess when you're older, you realize that you want to change path and you work on it and you do. Like we probably will do soon. I'm about to do that. Robbie probably will do soon as well. But so many Italians, they're in Ospo also for that.
Okay.
And because we love it in a way. We love
Yeah.
food, we love wine, we have a big culture behind that. But and we're really good on serving people. Let's put it that way.
It's also the
Customer service
personality
really
of it,
high.
yeah.
We're friendly, we like to
Yeah,
chat.
definitely. Yeah.
Because
True.
I definitely do that because I love to do it. Obviously,
Maybe we can see when we went
You
in
naturals,
the restaurant.
yeah.
thank you. No, honestly, I
Definitely.
do love it. Obviously, my body is tired. It's not something you can do forever, especially for a woman. If you have to think about having a family and kids,
Yeah.
even the hours are
Yeah.
a little bit of a
It's
trouble.
demanding.
But
Yeah.
yeah, the reason why I'm still doing it is because I like it. I love it.
That's good. That's not the reason why I do it. But
No, but I think the beginning you do because you have to do, like you say, you need the job, you want the
Yeah.
money. But if you do in the long time, it's because you like it.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
You can only do
you
for-
have to
you
anyway.
can,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have
of
to. You
course.
cannot do
If you don't like it,
Certain
for a long
level.
you
time.
cannot do too long.
Oh yeah.
No,
Especially
me-
like because I feel like also
Yeah.
people get way harsh, like customers
Oh
get
my
more
god.
and more rude as time goes. That now
But I
you
think
have
now,
to be like
with the
really.
social network, everybody has the opinion, so everybody says the opinion. So we.
You are so
Is
right.
that was-
You are
Especially,
so
For like
right.
self entitlement, people are just like, I'm going to dinner there and I deserve to be treated like a
Yeah,
queen
yeah,
or
yeah.
something,
No,
and it's
you're
just
right.
like-
You're right, and that's probably the most difficult part about the job. Just understanding who are your customers, and then act differently depending on the customer. But anyway,
That's a good part because it's challenging. So it allows you to develop really a lot of several skills, like really critical skills that some people don't believe they know, but you need to have.
yeah.
And at the same time, understanding human behavior, human beings. It is what it is, and you make your best, right? To try to make people happy every night, or make them having a good experience. But sometimes you can't make everyone happy. Like let's put it
Yeah.
that way, you know. But just
Yeah,
do
you
your
have to be
best. And
realistic. Yeah, exactly. Did you notice a big shift in terms of your couple dynamic between Italy and Australia? Whether it's personalities or challenges or, something you wanted to, some skills, self improvement and everything?
probably
big question.
that's a big question. So I'm thinking before to move to Australia, we were together for maybe
few years.
3-4 years.
No, I think 2 years. I mean,
2
we
years?
met. I was 19.
Yeah, 3
you
years.
Were 20.
We were together for 3 years, but
2-3 years, yeah.
we were already living together back in Sicily, so we kind of knew.
Yeah.
No, we
What are you
weren't.
saying?
No, sorry, no, you're
First
right.
time that
It's
we
been
moved.
so long.
No,
It's
the
second
first time that we moved
Yeah, vero,
in
vero.
Australia, we were young and we were been together just for 2 years, and then we jumped to 3 years, whatever it is. We jumped to Australia together, and we start to live together in
For the first
Australia
time.
for the
Yeah,
first
that's
time.
Oh,
time.
okay.
I don't know how I mixed it up. It's
I don't
because then when we went back, because
When we went back to Italy, then we keep being together because we didn't want to separate each other after we start to be together, like
Yeah.
living together.
Yeah.
And then we moved back to Australia and we were together and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, of course, there is a change, but it's more, I think, related also to ourselves being growing as a person, human beings. And as a couple together, yes, but we were really so young when we were in Italy. Like, I feel like we grew up together in Australia rather than in
Okay.
Italy, you know?
we didn't get a chance to experience that couple
Dynamics in Italy.
in
Like,
Italy.
Okay.
yeah, it's more just first love, being together, pretty good in a good relationship. But when you really live in the same house in another country, completely far away.
From
You-
It's
everybody,
it's a
yeah.
big challenge,
It
but
is a big challenge.
ended up to be really good for us, like trying to understand each other in a more deeper level and understand that without the right communication and the right empathy, you don't go anywhere. Even if you're young, you know what I mean? You need to develop yourself if you love someone. Like, love is not enough sometimes. That's probably what I will finish the sentence with. Are you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Like, amen.
I was,
Fair enough. After you lost your hair, of course love is not enough.
I was really catched by your speech.
It
by
is.
your
Like,
words.
if you
So I
think
was like,
about it, you can
listening.
just
Listen
close
to
it up
this.
that way. Like, love is not enough. Like, you
No,
can't
no, no,
just
of
figure out
course.
everything with love. You
But-
need more
Yeah,
things.
but at the same time, it just came very naturally.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like we worked a lot behind it. It was very natural. Even though I always say living with me, it's a bit of a nightmare. He knows after 13 years. See the way we talked about the shoes? So it can be a nightmare. So I think he did a big effort. I don't feel like I worked a lot on it. We just
It's always.
no, I'm just saying something nice.
No,
about
I
it.
know. I think it's always. I mean, it's always. It has to be reciprocal. Like, it can't work. I mean, you probably didn't realize, but you did things that
Oh yeah, probably.
allow us to be still together. I feel like more now that we're trying to work out even more on getting better.
Yeah.
That we're adults and we're growing and we have a more clear path of where we want to go, where we want to be, even also out of couple perspective. You know what I mean?
Like on
And
its own.
Yeah, like individual, and that's where you want to work more in terms of couple, understanding your needs as individual. When you are in your 20s, sometimes you don't even think about those
Yeah.
things. You know.
Well, yeah, you're too young anyway, and you're not necessarily in that mindset. So
Yeah.
it does make a big difference.
Even with space, like when we first arrived to Australia, we didn't have individual, like personal space, because we were together all the,
Yeah.
All the
time,
time.
and we didn't have any friends. So we spent so much time together, just the
Working
two of us.
together,
So
yeah.
that was a lot.
Oh
was a
yeah,
lot.
it was intense.
That was a lot. Now, obviously,
Yeah,
we've
we
grown
decided
so
to split
much,
our
and-
work not because we were not being good on working together, because I think it's good to be not together in the same job place when you have a relationship, you know. So we did that.
we did it
tried
for so long. Of
we did it for
course.
so long, and
Yeah.
then now we feeling like it's better for us to be separated at work. And plus, of course, I have my own space. She has her own space.
Yeah, that's so
and
important.
it
So
is, yeah.
important. We didn't have back
We-
in the
we
day.
didn't have a
didn't
life.
Have it. Yeah,
Honestly,
true.
like,
The first year
first
in
year we didn't have
Australia,
a life.
yeah.
It was
It's
just
actually
working.
so impressive that you managed to stay together and it didn't create more conflict. Because for a lot of people, a lot of people would say, "Don't work with your partner. It breaks everything." And you guys were doing everything, just the two of you.
together, everything.
Yeah,
That is
it was
so.
natural, as you
It's
said.
good.
But, yeah, challenging as well, but yeah.
Do you think the decision of stopping to work together, like, was it a conversation you had, or was it natural because one of you had the opportunity to leave?
It was natural.
Natural.
Okay, so it wasn't like we
Natural.
need to, this is
No,
not
no, no.
working or anything, and
We just realized after he left Rosmarino, we just realized that the things were just going better. So we're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
more of
Let's keep it this way. Let's keep
Go
it
away!
this way.
Get out of my place! I don't want you anymore in my workplace.
No, it's true. We found
it
our
works.
balance.
Yeah, it works better.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
found our balance.
Did you have a good, because I'm guessing when you left Italy, maybe family members or friends were, obviously sad to see you go. And it's always a bit hard moving to the other side of the world just with one support person. So were they really supportive of your decision, or?
I'll start.
Yeah. I was drinking water, so yeah.
So my family was incredible. Like my parents, especially, because they loved Ivan so much. They always felt like I was in good hands. I wasn't so sure because he didn't speak any English, so I was the one. Exactly. I was in my own hands. But my family was really, really supportive, and also they knew that there was no other option other than leave Sicily. Obviously, that was a very, very far destination, but they were very supportive.
Yeah, they were. And at the end of the day, if you think about it, I think it should be the way to be, because so many parents trying to live kids' life or,
Dictate
Sounds-
what they should be doing, yeah.
and it's not good, because when you're a human being, you want to then you get to the point where you really want to make your own decisions and just get out of the concrete authority that is your mom and dad or whatever it is, and your parents, they love you, but sometimes they're sabotaging you by trying to get decision for you.
And usually you do the opposite of what they want for
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
So it's worse usually
Exactly.
to.
It's not a good approach,
Yeah.
right? Especially with not naughty people, like rebel people that they don't really accept someone just saying to them what to do,
Yeah. And you recently got married in Italy.
Yeah.
Did I say that? Yeah.
Yes.
Tu vas mettre your vidéo.
Finally.
They did. No, it's not you. It's
The
creator.
reel, that was the reel that you saw on
Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
That was only the
Just the
trailer.
real, yeah,
Like, they
trailer.
call it like a
God,
trailer.
Send it to me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's so beautiful. It's unbelievable.
It was very good. Yeah.
It
Oh,
looked like
that's
the cinema.
Yeah, like a
video
movie.
They did
if
a
I
great
didn't
job.
know you, I was like, oh, okay, just reading. But because I know you, I was like, what the fuck is this video? It's so beautiful. It was
Honestly.
beautiful. Everything was
It was
beautiful.
really
Thank you.
I generally didn't want to spend any energy on anything on the wedding preparation and planning
how you do?
other than the photographer. That's
Okay.
so I picked a good one.
That's
How you do
really good.
because you manage in Australia because you married only in Italy.
We're married just in Italy at the moment.
yeah, at the moment,
We
yeah.
So you
haven't.
manage your whole wedding from Australia.
From Australia,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, but
Just went to Italy to get married, essentially,
yeah,
for a few
that's
weeks.
what we did.
Celebrate, get married.
Yeah, so we planned it from here.
Wow.
We only picked the location.
We picked
when
the
we went
location
there
that then
on
ended up
holiday.
too close, so we had to change the location pretty much. But it was it wasn't not that hard as we. It's always how you handle things, like how do you deal with things. At the end of the day, it has to be a nice day to celebrate. If you put on your shoulder all the stress, I gotta do this, I gotta do that.
It's gonna
Just
be a
live it
nice
the
They're
right
gonna
way.
enjoy it. Yeah.
Yes.
That's very
So
true.
no, the way we lived it, it was incredible. We planned it for so long because Ivan proposed back in 2019.
Oh
Ah,
yeah.
Before
exactly.
COVID,
Yeah.
before COVID.
Yeah, so right before COVID. So we were supposed to get married 2021, but then we
COVID
could
hit.
never-
I was lucky enough to have
Yeah.
5 years to save money. And
That's the
Did you
worst
plan
part.
that really?
Plan COVID?
I'm responsible for COVID, guys. Now I can tell. Yeah.
No, but it was lovely. After 13 years, it was like a big celebration, like a big party with family, because it always felt like we were married already. But it was more having a beautiful day with all the family and friends. We had people from Australia.
After all those years away,
It was incredible. It was
big
beautiful.
celebration, like to essentially tell ourselves we did a good job in those
Yeah.
years.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
We
Let's
felt
celebrate.
So grateful, so grateful.
And of
on
course,
that.
renovate again the commitment to be together.
So was going back to Italy and especially getting married there with all friends and family, did like a little bit of you went like, oh, maybe it would be nice to move back here, or not 1%, you know?
I never feel that way. Every time I go back, I have the most wonderful time, but because I know it's just a short period. Obviously, I miss my family so much. I am so close to my family, especially my sister, but I could never imagine my life back in Sicily. I truly could never.
Not for 12 months, 100%.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, we thinking maybe to work a solution, remotely work, business related working and remotely to trying to be in Sicily when we want rather
Yeah.
than
So maybe
you
a
know,
couple of
Like
months.
spend more time
Yeah.
there, but
Yeah.
not move back there.
not move back. But if you allow yourself to be more flexible and make something work that you can go actually then spend 2-3 months while you're working and you need to be, don't need to be worried about your expenses and life in Australia.
Yeah.
It's probably the best having both,
Yeah.
options. Yeah. But still be based in Australia 100%.
Yeah.
For now. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. That's for sure. Yeah.
You never know.
Because it is a pretty good country to live in.
It is.
It is
Yeah,
so
it is.
beautiful. No, it is so beautiful. But
the
Sicily is just another.
It's the best country.
It's the best country.
But you just have this idea. Then it depends where you go in Italy. There are different, just different realities that you just have to deal with. And Sicily is one of the worst. I know it's gonna sound bad, but
It's more
Well, it's your
tough than
experience
Yeah,
as
it's
well. Like it's
tougher.
your own
Yeah.
experience with it as well. You know, like I've never lived there, or I've never even
never
been
been
there.
in
So
Sicily,
yeah.
It's socially different. Let's put it that way. Like socially is a really, really, really tough place to be, but other than that. And then it's also related to what maybe profession you are in, who you are as well. Like 12 years ago, 13 years ago, we felt like to leave Sicily already because we felt like we were a bit, could not really express ourselves. Now it's even more, even more real, this feeling, because after 13 years you change a lot and your values, your what you want from life is different, and you don't feel like going back. It would feeling like going back behind, you know what I mean? Not moving
like
forward,
taking
but
steps
moving
backwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a way. Like in a reality that it's really different from who we are right now, in that terms. But you never know, I guess. Like you're still missing family and you're still missing your culture some days. It feels a lot, but
But I think it's more, for me, it's more the people. I miss the people.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
miss
the family,
my,
yeah.
I don't, obviously I do, but I can live without my,
the context.
the context, or just saying, or the food or whatever, because I really try my best.
She's really good on
reproduce
cooking.
everything. Yeah. So it's more the family. Family and friends, I would love them to come here, just to see them more often, and I would be the happiest.
Yeah, I'm the exact same. I can just do without the food or anything, but it's the people that you used to, talk to on a daily basis or see them, or just being like, I'm a short trip away. I'll just drive and I'll see you in a minute. That's I feel like that. Yeah,
That's
I think that's harsh for a lot of people.
the harshest thing. Yeah,
Has
the hardest part. Yeah.
Yeah. Has your family or friends visited a lot, or have you gone back a lot? Maybe.
No, my parents came over once back in Melbourne when we were in
Yeah,
Melbourne.
6 years ago, 5-6 years ago.
And
6
my
years.
sister and my brother-in-law too, because we gave them the tickets because we really wanted them to come. So we had them over, and that was the best time. Like, truly, we had the best time. We had my sister and my brother-in-law over for Christmas. Since 5 years ago, I can't even remember. And my parents, before to move to Brisbane, so maybe
It was 6 years ago, your sister, 5 years ago, your parents.
yeah, but it was the best. And
Brilliant.
now even
have
his
my-
cousin
yeah.
is coming over.
Cousin,
for-
best mate, coming finally. But yeah, it's not really often that you see our families coming here because of the cost, of course, the distance.
Distance.
We
And
try to
how
go every
far?
year, but even for us, sometimes we want to see the world as well, so you can't always go.
Yeah, it's
In
what
Italy.
Exactly
exactly
what
what
we're
we're
saying.
talking. I think it was your episode,
Yeah.
episode number 2.
Yeah.
That you have to show that if you have the holiday of your work, you show that you come back to see your family and you want on, or you choose one other country because you as well
You
want
want to travel the
as
world,
well.
and it's
course.
always a very
yeah.
hard
decision.
decision to
It's a hard
take.
decision.
Hard decision.
But you pretty well because you try to find the other country with your family, like you.
Oh, but I try, but they're not necessarily on board.
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
That's good. Or you
Of
meet
course,
with
but
your
you can
family
do
somewhere.
try to do the both.
I'm
yeah.
trying, but it's a lot of organization. Now I try to get more holidays so I can do both.
That's good.
Yeah.
New
That's
country.
This is what I did with my mom when she came in August.
Last
Yeah,
August.
she came in August, so I just said, okay, we're going where I've never been in Australia. So I was still in Australia, but I visiting somewhere I didn't been with my mom. So it was good.
At
I
least
did
it's
both,
new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
having like a kind of holiday in Australia, but with your family.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
So
that's
good.
the best.
So you can make both together. Yeah, it's good.
Amazing.
Well, you
It's
have
good,
to,
it's good.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Well, otherwise you just do the same thing. Like it just becomes repetitive. I feel like especially Brisbane, like it is nice to live here, but you've easily done
Everything.
whole thing and around.
everything in a
So,
very short time.
Yeah.
You do want to travel. And Australia is so big. Like there's so much you can actually see.
See.
Yeah. It's
Thank
just
We still haven't seen
Not a
Adelaide
lot.
or
Yeah,
Perth.
not a lot. We always been preferring to go to Europe rather than travel outside.
travel to Australia.
Now we're
Yeah.
looking at Asia, so we start to travel to Asia, of course. We did Thailand, we want to go to Indonesia, and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, always got to make decision. You get something, you leave something behind. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's always like that. Do you think you're going to convince your cousin to move here? Or?
No. No, he has a good life. I mean, he's a police officer. And his
Okay.
partner as well, so he's really stable. He lives in north of Italy, so he left Sicily as well. So he's in
Okay.
Milan.
It's what I was thought you wanted to leave Sicilia, but you never thought to go in Italy.
Somewhere
Italy?
else? In Italy?
I
Like
mean,
Rome or Naples.
we jump here in Australia, and then from
Straight
there
away, yeah.
we just
Yeah, just never.
we
Yeah,
just
maybe at the beginning we had this.
we were thinking to go to Milan
yeah.
because a
My
sister
sister used
was
to live there.
in Milan,
Okay.
but then we got the visa to come back here, and we say, look, let's get the chance and then see how we go, and we're still here
Yeah.
because of course we want to be here, but
Okay.
Yeah, no, we never really considered to go back in Italy, not in Sicily, but in another region of
Yeah.
Italy. Not really. Even though we miss Italy a lot, but as we said before, it's socially different from us.
Yeah.
You know?
Without going into too much details, was it easy for you in terms of immigrate, like visa, paperwork, to come here and be here on the long term?
It's never easy.
It's never
No, I
easy.
was saying,
Short answer, it's never easy.
I was just saying, I'm scared to let Ivan talk about this because he was the one who planned the whole visa
Oh my
situation. So
God,
he
headaches.
knows everything. He could be a
Immigration
used to.
lawyer.
I used to.
I'm serious.
Not anymore.
Immigration official.
But yeah, the answer is yes. For us, was quite easy and smooth because Ivan had he graduated at like a hospitality school back in Italy,
Yeah.
so he could get a
A
sponsor.
sponsorship. Okay.
And we did
Yeah.
that de facto. So
Yeah.
I got my permanent resident doing literally nothing.
But I failed 4 times the IELTS before to get
Yeah,
the
true,
English
true,
test
true,
done.
true.
Times.
Yes,
Full
my
time.
English wasn't good, so I had to pretty much struggle and study,
Yeah.
try again, and repetition. We made it.
That's what works,
The path was clear, but of course, getting to the destination has
the
obstacles, and
Challenges. Yeah.
it was good, challenging. Yeah,
But like 3 years, 4 years, how long?
yeah. 4 years we got everything. For 5 years citizenship, right?
Yeah, that's
Wow.
Oh, it's pretty.
yeah, that's
It was-
how long it takes to get a
Because we
citizenship.
planned, we were also lucky to find the right people sponsoring us. Pretty much
You
sponsoring
came
me.
with a working holiday visa.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So you
Sponsor,
didn't have a contact before to get your
No,
sponsorship. Yeah.
absolutely no. No.
Okay.
Well, I feel like there's a lot of people. Like it's such a demanding. Not demanding. It's an industry with like a lot of. You need a lot of staff, so I think they're always willing to sponsor.
All
You know,
sport,
maybe
yes.
more than some.
And when you're far away from the city, it's even easier because there are less people skilled.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
When
we
you
had
go
the
out,
chance.
yeah.
We were in Mornington, so there was.
Was that the Italian restaurant you were
Yes,
at? That
yeah,
restaurant. Oh,
yeah.
that's so good.
Yeah, I was a dishwasher, but then back in the days I was already a kind of a sommelier, but
Yeah.
I couldn't do the sommelier because
Yeah,
I didn't
because
speak
of your
English. So
English.
I ended
Yeah,
up
you
to
have
be a
to
pizza chef to get the sponsors. Yeah.
You have to be English speaker and with the vocabulary of Vine
Exactly.
vocabulary, so it's
No, it
not
was-
too easy.
No.
Wasn't not an option at all. But
He
yeah.
learned that with the time because it does take time.
Yeah, I had to study everything in English again
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
For
some
the
in
wines,
Australia
yeah.
for
I
wines.
mean, you
'cause
get a proper like official.
I know I did the
certification.
WST level 3, so I had the Italian diploma, but
Yeah.
I had to. I decided to study everything again to have the
English,
the
yeah.
English knowledge in terms of
My God.
when it comes to wines. So yeah. And I had to drink a lot, which is
Such a
For
shame.
you. Hard work. Hard work.
It's crazy.
What is?
Because I know with my work I have to learn as well the Vine vocabulary, but I'm not ambitious like you. I just do the very basic word I learn.
Is that something you always had a deep interest in?
yeah.
you
Wine
sommelier?
has always been my passion. Yeah,
Yeah.
I always been into wine. When I was in my 20s, yeah, I started to study in Italy, and then it was my deep
So-
passion.
What do you think about the bottle wine? They don't have what's the name? Cork.
Cork.
The
Do you mean the screw
cap?
cap?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big topic, but in Australia and New Zealand, that is a reason
it's
why.
like
So.
that. Do you
Yeah.
know why? There is
Yeah,
a
of
reason.
course. Yeah, you don't use cork, like actual cork, when you want to kind of aging wines because
Yeah.
allows the micro oxygen to come in and let the wine aging a little bit. If you want a really young product and you want to sell it in 1-2 years, you usually want to go for a screw cap because allows you not to have the cork tank that is
Okay.
responsible to a faultness, and then of course companies can lose money. That's
Okay.
not the only reason, but it's one of the
It's
main
one
reasons why
main-
you do this or that.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why Australian pretty much they bottling all the wines on screw cap. But
Okay.
you can age wine on screw cap as well. So
Okay.
and they're pretty good as well.
What's your favorite between Italian wine and Australian wine?
Oh,
Wow.
of course, French wine. Let's say that.
I didn't even put it in there. Okay.
yeah. I mean, it's every 3-4 months I always change topics on wines in terms of what I want to drink, and I get more passionate of something else. For now, it's champagne time, so
I
Oh,
see.
ouais?
I'm broke, but I've been drinking a lot of good champagne.
So there's always bottles just laying around the house at
Pretty
your
much.
place. So yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And believe it or not, I used to not drink anything. Even when we met, I didn't like alcohol at all.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I still don't like wine, but because of him, now I'm into champagne. So now I only drink.
Bad
no,
influence.
I wouldn't marry there.
It would have been a shame, honestly.
Yeah.
No, I don't like just champagne, but I only drink sparkling wines. But that's very bad enough. Like if you give me a red wine or something, I could
No, she
never.
can't drink
I
it.
could never.
Oh,
Not even
yeah?
a
Oh,
white.
yeah.
It just has to have bubbles. Has bubbles? Fine. Fine. Otherwise, no. I
What's
cannot.
your go-to drink then? Let's say you're going out or something, or you're not even a big drinker
No.
anyway.
I'm getting better, which I don't know if
Or getting
that
worse.
is getting
That's-
worse. But
Worse.
yeah, no, I actually started to drink. Yeah, in the last couple of years, yeah, I started to drink cocktails as well, but only like margarita.
Why are you looking at me like you blame me?
Because it is your fault.
Life
your
is really
fault.
sad without wine. Come
No,
on.
No, it is kind of true. Like I only started to drink because it felt awkward just going out and be the one who doesn't drink anything or just I don't know.
Yeah, it's something social. Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's social. So you just want to do it. You don't want to get drunk, but
Yeah.
you just want to feel
Drink
Have a
responsible, of
drink,
course.
yeah,
Yeah.
included.
Included,
Yeah.
thank you.
Which is sad in a way when you think about it, that
Yeah,
you feel
it
you know
is
excluded from
sad.
not drinking. But
Yeah, it is.
It is
a
how
bit
it is.
sad, but anyway,
Anyway, who would drink tonight? Again?
at least on the days off. Yeah.
at least on your day off, is what you said.
Yeah, that's all.
That's the rule.
yeah.
Only days off. We
Yeah,
only
only
drink
days
when we're off, like
'Cause
one,
it's-
twice a week.
It's just easy to fall into a habit.
Yeah.
Even when you're like tired, you come back to work. It's too late to eat, and maybe you're like, "Oh, I would deserve a glass of wine or something." You just don't want to fall into the habit. So we're like, "No, we're just gonna drink just on our days off."
Yeah, and also understanding that you can appreciate things more when you just don't have that every day. Just balance that. I can have wine every day. Of course, most of us can have wine every day, but
Yeah.
What's the point? You're not gonna enjoy it
yeah,
the same way.
I enjoy more things when I think I deserve it. Like once a week or twice a week. If I do a good job, yeah, I get a glass of wine as a reward.
The problem if you think that you deserve it
Every
every
day.
night.
I used to thinking that.
I got
but-
out of bed. I deserve a glass of wine. Was it very hard to get into that sommelier training? Like, is it very exclusive or?
It's not easy. Like it really depends how you want to learn things. Like if you really someone that want to dig in things or not. Like let's say WST was kind of tough in terms of examination, the English one. The level is
test.
pretty good. Test is pretty good, and it was challenging. Even though I had all my knowledge back from Italy, already built it up. Even in Italy was not that easy. So yeah. Kind of, it is.
Yeah.
It's not like going to university, to be honest, but it's also about what's the level of knowledge that you want to have and how much you want to dig in. Because you can be a som and knowing anything anyway. It's then more about your curiosity and saying, look, I want to be good on wines, but it's really wide word. You never stop learning, and I really feel like that I still don't know much. You know what I mean? Like it's so much to know.
It's so
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And did you have to make any concessions in terms of what you can't eat or drink anymore?
Say it again. The question.
Did you have to make any concession, as in you can't drink that anymore, stuff like because it changed your palate?
No, not really. Yeah, no. I didn't have that issue.
Do
Robbie's
you
giving
drink
the
cheap
eyes.
wine anymore?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I think
Your palate has changed. So if you give him like a very very cheap wine, he won't drink it because he'll
yeah, of course,
recognize
yeah,
Very-
yeah, of course.
that
yeah.
that's a cheap
But
one.
that's it's kind of like a choice, yeah, that you make then because when you drink wine just for the pleasure to drink wine, or if you drink wine to have an experience, it's a totally different, view.
Yeah.
And when you're into the wine world, then you want to experience good wines. It doesn't necessarily means expensive wines. There are so many wines that are really affordable, but made in a good way from really good winemakers, passionate, even in Australia. So you want to jump on those things rather than go in the supermarket and get the first bottle and say, I'm going to get smashed tonight,
Yeah. Well, especially here. Yeah. Have you gone to many wineries in Australia?
In Australia, not many.
No?
Not many. Because they're far away, you got to travel a lot. So not really. In Italy, I did more.
Yeah.
In Australia, not really, honestly. Not
we
yet.
have this trip planned for I don't know
Adelaide.
when.
Yeah. But we'll see.
To go where?
To go.
To go where?
Adelaide.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So do the
Yeah.
whole winery.
Yeah.
I lived there for a little bit.
Yeah.
But you're not much into wine, are you?
No, me,
No.
no. No, my family, yes, but not me. Not me.
She loves her apple spritz.
Yeah, well.
Italian style.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was crazy.
Maybe you are
Paris,
Italian.
please, but
Campari
not me.
split.
Yeah.
She's Italian.
Half. No, half.
Half?
My mom, she's.
Ah, your mom is
Yeah.
Italian.
She's from Venezia.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Pas 3 years, between. The
Between,
middle.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm not Italian.
That's so
Whoa,
cool.
really
But I'm feeling when I'm in front of the Italian, I'm not Italian at all. Yeah,
Not
when
at all.
I am with the people no Italian, I just say, yeah, I'm Italian. But yeah, it's true.
But
didn't
you
speak.
grew up with your mom only speaking Italian to you.
Yeah, my first language was Italian.
Oh my
Do you
god.
My
speak
mom-
Italian though?
Not anymore.
Ah, okay.
So sorry.
But you no, you understand. But you
I
kind
can
of
understand.
understand.
If you speak together, I can understand.
Okay.
I can catch everything.
So your mom is 100% Italian. So
My mom, yes. My all, my
Your whole
mom and
family.
all my mother sides, and my nonna, everything. We all speak Italian at home. When
Wow.
my nonna died, we start to back in French, only French. So almost my cousin, the same age as me, we all lost little bit Italian and everything. And now I'm in Australia and I learn English. Just
of
Just
course,
Italian.
there's no space for another
my
language.
brain just delete
Yeah,
everything else
yeah.
at French and start to learning English.
Oh my god.
I went in 2022. I'm back in France and in Italy. And when I went see my family in Italy, I just understood everything what they say to me. But I just wanted
You
to speak in
couldn't-
English.
you couldn't
So I was just
reply.
looking at my mom. I say, Mom, I want to say that. Even just for say like the basic stuff. My age and what before I just never think. I just go. It was just goes like that. But yeah, I'm very bad. I'm bad for the language anyway. So even for the French, I'm
But
very
you
bad.
did pretty good. Like you learned, because Ali's like you a lot. Like she came to New Zealand
Yeah.
first without any English.
Without any
Wow.
English.
No
Nothing.
English at all.
So just look at what you did.
Yeah, exactly.
6 years.
But
7 years. Wait, what?
7 years.
Yeah,
Oh my
7
god,
years.
7 years. Yeah.
So it's pretty impressive.
Time flies.
Ouais,
Yeah.
time flies so much.
It does.
Yeah.
Did you have any like you know, like misunfortunate situation because of the lack of English at any point? Like, you know, either funny or not funny, but as in situation when you were like, but this could have been really helpful to speak English now.
I think a lot, like even work-wise, like as I say, I couldn't even do the job that I was planning to do at the beginning because of that. Like,
Yeah.
and and also I think socially, you can't really connect with people until you speak the language of the place pretty well, because you feel like you not express your personality in the right way, and then you find all over the years that the more you learn, the more you yourself, you know. So yeah, I think that played a role as well on us not being integrated as much as we could, you know, in a way. But yeah.
But I can't think of a specific
Specific. No,
moment.
Australians are pretty nice and kind. Like they always make you feel that you are accepted anyway. That's my own experience in Australia. So
But
I
yeah.
never.
I mean, it happened so many times at work that I laughed at something that someone said.
Ah,
I
yeah,
never,
understanding was so
never
tough.
I think we all
understood.
done that. You're
Oh
like
my
nosy
god!
girl.
Yeah, and you just laugh, but you don't know if they're saying something that will make you laugh. You just laugh, and you can't control it. So
Understanding was
oh my
really
god,
tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that so many times.
I mean,
Was-
for me.
Yeah, well, especially here, because you know the accent is quite specific, but they also have their own slang and
Slang,
everything.
yeah.
So
Yes.
everything's contracted. So even if you start learning stuff at school that you think is going to easily be applied,
Yeah.
then it's completely different in real.
It is
Like talking to people.
so different. Well, maybe you don't remember, but when I first started, I had people just asking
CC and dry.
CC and dry, and I'm like,
What's CC and dry,
I
man?
don't even know what you're saying. Like honestly, and then why would you ask someone like me, like something like that? Like, do you see me? Do you listen to my accent? Do you think I would understand? Like, I'm that's
CC and dry.
alright. Like CC and dry or gin and tea or.
They do a lot of
you need to
contracting,
figure
yeah,
out-
Oh my
words,
god! Oh
Yeah.
my god!
which
yeah.
is so hard.
It is. It just makes it harder. They don't do that on purpose, of
Yeah,
course,
no,
because
no,
it's
no,
so
no.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
But
yeah.
honestly, come on,
But CC and dry, come on.
come on, CC and dry.
That was hard, yeah. Well, you still have that experience a little bit sometimes when they ask you stuff at the restaurant.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're like,
It was the lemon lime better.
Yeah,
Someone tell me,
yes, yeah.
can I want Lily
Lily-
Bibi?
Yeah,
What? What? I was like,
Say it again.
yeah. Or when they gave me the brand of the alcohol or the beers, and instead just me, I want the beer, and gave me after the brand. So after I just connect in my mind, just give me the brand. I was like, what you
Just the
talking
brand.
about? I was like,
Oh my
what?
God.
yeah.
But yeah.
Well, especially if you're not necessarily a big drinker, sometimes it's a bit hard for you because they say names you've never heard of.
You
You
never
know?
heard
It's
of
just
it.
like, So they do love their nicknames though.
JD, Jack
Yeah.
Daniels. Yeah,
Yeah.
they have a lot of that.
Yeah. Well, I know that in Melbourne, the beer, Melbourne something. Victoria.
Victor, yeah.
Oh, they give me just
Yeah,
same
yeah.
the first letter. I was like, what?
What?
What is that?
Yeah, that's popular in
Forex
Melbourne.
gold.
Forex is
Ah,
Queensland
yeah.
one. Forex.
Forex.
Forex
okay.
is yeah.
No,
It's the
but
Queensland one.
Yeah.
I have another. I just can't think about another one that's even worse. But anyway, it's just
That's funny, yeah.
We love them also because of that.
In spite of that.
Yeah.
Would you have any advice or any insights you would give to any couple who may be considering moving to Australia?
Oh yeah, it's so many. Honestly, you want to start with? Or you want me to start with?
No, to be fair, no. You start because I can't think of any. Maybe just
I mean, Australia is good because it's challenging. It's far away, especially if you live in Europe. So it makes you, in a way, grow 100% grow on your own. Because as much as you want to rely on people that you have back at home, they're far away. So they can't really help you, but not help you.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing. And for couple, in terms of couple, like it's a really good country to, experience diversity in a way, multicultural country. So you feeling like you're traveling the world and you're only in one country. So
Yeah.
you might meet a lot of people, different cultures, and I really felt like I was traveling. We would feel like we were traveling, especially when you work in hospitality. You have people from everywhere around the world, and it's also really different. Also, when you're looking, of course, European perspective, like make you connect a lot with the nature and with yourself, because there is not much to do in Australia. Like compared to Europe, like you sometimes you feel
Easily
like, what am I gonna do
travel.
today? Yeah, what am I gonna do today? This place is closing at 5, and in Italy, nothing closes at 5. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, and then you find yourself to rely more on yourself and be with you, which is a great thing. And even for couple, like it's challenging, but it's good.
Do you think by moving here you've grown, obviously in a way, because I know you went overseas and everything, but do you think you've grown way more in 13 years than you would have staying in Italy? Even if you moved to another
Absolutely.
city, like you went out of Sicily anyway.
absolutely. But that's mainly because of all the different people you have to do with. Like if we stayed in Italy, we would have met only Italians. Obviously, it would have been just the two of us at the beginning. But like we would have been surrounded by Italians. The way, like the reason why we felt like we're grown so much is because this is a multicultural country, so we met people from everywhere and they all gave us something, and that's probably the best part.
I mean, you also go out of the comfort zone, of course. It's kind
Of course,
kind of the way.
because it's far away. It's so far
far
away.
away, and
that-
it's all
And it's a new
different.
language and
New language, everything that you've been used to, and of course, when you get out of something that that it's your comfort area, you grow. Like there is no other way to go. You know, if
probably language, yeah, language,
Language,
distance,
distance,
and people.
people, many aspects, but
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
But the
Just
fact that
travel
it's
the world.
multicultural, it makes a big difference as well, because you meet people from countries you've never thought you'd actually meet, and that's always
Yeah.
quite fun,
And they all see things differently. They all have different culture. They share that with you,
Different
and
perspective,
and obviously you start to
Opens your mind.
open your mind. Yeah.
That's
Appreciate the
very true.
diversity, and that's a really good thing for Australia. If you think about it, like there's people from everywhere. It's the country of everyone, which is good. Yeah, it's a great thing.
Do you sometimes talk in English to each other or never?
I really struggle. I think in English now. I do everything in English.
Some words all the time, but we don't have.
Fuck off.
Sometimes.
But
No, I
we
still
don't
that in Sicilian. I say that in Sicilian.
Yeah. I say you don't say that to
You
me,
say
man. No, we just say words, absolutely, but we don't really have conversation in
Yeah.
English. If it's just the two of us, we just talk Italian. It just comes.
It's more about you used to talk to the person in the language. The more the more how the language get into you. Because as I say, I really think a lot in English, and sometimes it's scary because I'm Italian. I want to think in
Like
Italian.
you don't want to lose it, yeah.
But with Robbie, I feel really myself when I speak in Italian, and more even in Sicilian most of the time. Which
What's
is
the
our
difference?
dialect. It's a dialect,
Ah,
Sicilian.
okay.
Yeah.
Is it very different? Or is it-
It's
Well, it
yeah,
is. Obviously,
is,
people
yeah.
from
From
the
north.
north wouldn't understand us.
Wow, okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know
just
that.
people from the south. yes, we can understand each other. But it's the same for us. Like if in the north of Italy, if they do talk their own dialect, we won't understand anything.
So funny.
Okay.
But I don't talk it. It's just Ivan talks it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand it, but I don't talk.
Is there many different dialects in Italy?
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
region.
Yeah.
Every region's
has
pretty
one.
much.
Wow.
Yeah. Some regions stronger than others, but yeah, for more extents, yeah. Like
Even there's different.
in Sicily,
even
there's
yeah,
difference. Yeah,
between
the accent is
Sicily,
different.
yeah.
If you go in the west side rather than the east side, yeah, it's different.
different.
We understand each other, but it's different. Yeah, so funny.
It is.
But I think this like in France, you are dependent that the country close at you. I
Yeah,
think
but
you
I
are
think
maybe
it's
more
more-
with the North of Africa. Maybe you have more that few words. No,
Arabian, yeah, we relate. I think it's influenced by by the North African. I mean, it's more influenced.
Colonization.
Yeah, colonization in Sicily.
Oh, yeah?
So
Oh, okay.
all the different pretty much
because
population
me-
they came in.
Arabian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arabians,
More
Spanish, the
Yeah, but
dominated
I
Sicily.
feel like in French it's more different, like vocabulary. It's not a full language. Do you know what I mean? Like if you go from Marseille to Lille.
Yeah, well, if you come in my place, you think you're in Germany, not in France at all.
Because you were part of Germany, you know, like
Yeah,
yours is
yeah.
like specific, I think, to.
Because I'm from Alsace.
Alsace,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we have literally even the name of the city. We have two indications: the
Yeah.
French name and
No
the
way,
German
that's so
name.
beautiful.
Not
Yeah,
German,
check it
Alsace
out.
name. So it's totally different.
Yeah.
If you're going, I know that I have one friend when I was in school from other way in France, and I said to her, "Come in my place." And I say, "We're going in my bank because my bank is in the middle of the very very small village." And every people came doesn't speak at all French. They all speak.
I mean, even in
Alsatian.
Italy, north of Italy, there is Trentino
Yeah.
Alto Adige on the border with Austria, and they speak German
It's
and
true.
Austrian.
When I was
Oh,
in
wow.
university, I learned the Italian because I was with my family speaking in Italian, but I don't know writing at all. So it was very challenging for me to start to
Write it
writing.
as well.
And my teacher was Napoli, I think it was.
Napoli, yeah.
And because me, I was speaking Italian with my family. For me, it was just normal Italian, but they speaking Forling, but the dialect from the north. And I didn't know it was the dialect I was speaking. For me, it was just Italian. You know what I mean? So yeah. So when I start to learn the real Italian, I was like, I didn't
That's
say-
different.
I was like, I never say like that. I was like, after I'm back to see my mom, I said, Mom, why? She say, oh yeah, but this is from our place. I say,
Cool.
ah, cool.
To make that easier, yeah.
Easy for my brain, dyslexic brain. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Challenges.
Yeah.
So you say you speak Italian and another dialect.
Yeah, but I
not just
didn't
Italian.
know.
You just speak four languages.
Yeah.
From zero, you see, that she
from
thought she
zero
was
to
speaking.
But my brain doesn't know. Just one word.
Switch from one.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
All right, but thank you so much for coming in. It was
Thank
a pleasure to have
you.
you on board.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you,
It was
yeah.
a
Yeah,
pleasure.
thanks.
We actually had so much fun.
Yeah, we did. It was
I think
fun.
you did really good. It's like it's really stressing at first,
Yeah,
and once you
after
just start talking, you just forget
you
about
forget.
it.
It's just natural.
Yeah, so we can just have you on board for another episode.
Why not?
Okay,
Why the
okay.
not?
Yeah, why not?
Why
Yeah, one
not?
specific about wine. I don't know anything, to be fair. Like, I enjoy a wine every now and then. I'm not a big drinker
you don't have
either,
to, like-
at all. But I'm just like, I drink what I'm being
Why
given.
not? Yeah. There is
'Cause
still
you're
this
not
thing.
a sommelier, so
No.
don't
Exactly.
worry about
It's
it.
not your job. You just want
Yeah.
to drink wine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't feel
I'm not
judged
fussy
about it.
about it. But anyway, thank you so much. Grazie
you.
mille.
Grazie.
Prego.
Thank you, guys.
I had to.